everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." And this is something rare and special. We're lucky to have number 1 versus number 2. The college football world stopping to watch how this game plays out. It's a potential playoff matchup, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Wolverines will kick this away to get us going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Handoff on a single back formation. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. And the Trojans will try to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Ford. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
2nd down coming up.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
1st and goal here for the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Just down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal upcoming. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
USC 14, Michigan 0.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The shotgun handoff here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is brought down. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action here on 1st down. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Kick is up and no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Point after, up and good. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 14, Michigan 7.
And the single back takes the handoff. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it here. Powering through. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And now from the pistol formation. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, SC. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the extra point was up and good.
Michigan 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Here we go. 6-9-1. Gators score.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after, not great through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Michigan 7.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. He's going to hand this off. Finds room at the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They lose both one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Oh, here comes the reverse. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that.
They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently, going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Ball handed off, and the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Lawson. Breaking free in midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Oh, a reverse.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Got it.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers.
Here we go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The sure hands. It's Lawson. Tackle made after the completion. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Quick throw to the left. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Caught quickly. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's got it. Good enough for the first down to the 37. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it deep to begin the second half.
Number 13, set to advance on the football.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They've got him down out near the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Short connection to the tight end here. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Handoff to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Touchdown, Trojans. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Michigan 14.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there.
Michigan Wolverines will take over 1st and 10.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Ball carrier running through tackles. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Second down after the incompletion.
29 Philly.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Incomplete to the line. Now, a 4th down.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On the ground, it's Jackson. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 35, Michigan 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he drops back in the gun. Throws it to the right. And he pulls in the catch. Gets into space at the 50. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Got it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Lasso. Last go.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw to the left. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. themselves second down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Looking to throw yet again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, they almost had another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take another shot right here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
At the 48-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Jackrabbit.
Oh, it's a reverse. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Extra point try coming now. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
USA 35, Michigan 21.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. As the 1st down still on the move. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here's the 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Jackson. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Wolverines offense is back on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Contact as he let the ball go. Grab made by the tight end. And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
They finally get him down. It's a big game. Ball moves to the 47.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong fight back. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out 2 yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He pulls in the catch.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. It's a foot race. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. The sure hands. It's Marshall.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You've taken away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
It's a short completion to the tight end. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline trying to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? That one takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down, and the time is running out. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? And looking for a big play here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.